Hey Zach, how you doing?
I'm blessed, man. What's up? How can I help you out?
So the thing I guess I'm struggling with the most, and it probably has a little bit to do with the analysis paralysis stuff you were talking about. When it comes to for one, so let's say I find a house on a code violation list and it has an ARV of like 600,000, but the median home end price is 360,000. Is it still like, is it going to be hard to find a buyer for that, or is it still worth trying to go after? Or
So I got a simple formula, man, right? Like it's ARV minus repairs multiplied by your calculator. So give me the example. Let's run through the calculator right now.
okay, so
ARV.
ARV around 600,000, repairs probably around 100,000, maybe more. You could spitball maybe 150 on it just to be safe. It's a pretty big house. So,
Okay.
and then just whatever the fee would be in between that, I guess.
I don't care about the stupid fee. All right, but we're doing the real number. We're doing the exact numbers. All right. I have a calculation in my head roughly. I have it right here.
Mm-hmm.
So what price are you at? No fee. Give me a contract price.
I'd probably offer around 350.
Okay. I mean, MAO is 378. I can calculate from that. So anything below 378 is profit.
Okay.
Simple. So 350 would land you 28 grand.
Okay. So one other question, well, I guess two questions kind of into together. So what about houses that are on code violations, but they were bought like 3 years ago? Like,
If there's a code violation, it's fine. If it's active and it was active after they bought it and it was never resolved, it's on the list.
okay. And so when driving for dollars, I feel like I'm not really finding as many leads as I should be, and maybe it's because I'm being too picky.
What market?
Knox County, Tennessee.
Okay.
So like
a week.
Well, I've been kind of doing it sporadically, I guess, because I've been trying to, I guess figure out whether I should be doing that more or cold calling or, which is which. But I've been trying to focus on cold calling. I just recently got the code violation list. So, but like if I go driving, I feel like I drive for like 6 to 8 hours and I get like 50 houses that I feel like I'm confident that would fit the criteria.
Okay.
So I've heard you talk about it a few times and I felt like it was kind of a low number compared to what you had said before, but I can't remember what the number was.
I mean, I'd say 100 a week, right? That's honestly where I'm at, right? I would think I think roughly you should get 3 or 4 every 30 minutes. If you're in the right area, right?
That could be it too. Maybe I'm just
6 an hour
on the right streets or something.
10 an hour. I mean, that's not terrible. What you can do if you're struggling with this, man, is just use the reverse trying for dollars. Pull the code violation list. Throw in are you using Deal Machine or are you just using like Google Maps? What are you using?
I was just kind of driving around, honestly.
So you should go to Google Maps, put, let's say, 15 code violations in, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And do you know how to create stops in Google Maps?
I can probably figure it out, but I was actually thinking about getting Deal Machine.
Are you on Google Maps right now with me?
I'm on it now. Yeah.
All right, go to Google Maps. All you have to do is, actually, I'm just going to do it on my Apple Maps. It's the same thing. Put in the direction of random address. You're going to do directions, and then there's going to be a little thing that says add stop, and you can add multiple properties, and it'll create a thing for you, and that's pretty cool. So honestly, what I can tell you that is, I think you have my screen on, and you have YouTube on right now. Can you turn that off? Screen and echo.
Should be good now.
All right, that's way better. All right. Okay, it's still on, but whatever. I'm just gonna. Oops, he just popped himself off by accident. That's fine. So basically what you should do is create a map. All right, so he can go to Google Maps and then add a stop. And hopefully he's watching this. But like all you have to do is create a stop. So you can add 15 properties onto that. And you'll go to property 1, sticky note, property 2, sticky note, property 3, sticky note, property 4, sticky note. And all you got to do is just add sticky note, sticky note, sticky note, sticky note, and just slap. In an hour, you could probably do 15, 20, like a UPS driver at that point, delivery driver type guy, and you slap 15 sticky notes in an hour, and then you can double that because you're going to find ugly houses in between those code violations, and I'll probably double the amount of reverse trying for dollars leads you're doing. has always been my best one. So I know you probably didn't hear what I said there, but basically what I was saying is you create a list of 20 properties, you drive around them, all right? And when you're driving from house A to B, you're going to find other ugly houses, and you can probably double the amount of leads you're getting right now by just doing that. So get 20 code violations and just find those addresses and then create stops on the way, slap sticky notes on those houses.
Okay.
And so that's going to help up the amount of leads you do. Dude, I'll tell you, man, Knox County is huge.
Yeah. Well, I'm like, there's a lot of counties around Knoxville too that are, greater Knoxville area. So like,
So I'll tell you this, Knoxville is really good and Maryville is really good.
Yeah. I live in Maryville.
So good area. Now, number 2, where should I reverse drive for dollars? That's the question, right? You're like, wait, am I in the wrong areas? Valid question. I think you already know what I'm going to say. Ask your cash buyers where they're willing to buy. What areas you're looking to buy in. Okay, now I'm going to go in those areas. Boom. Problem solved. Okay.
All right. So I guess I need to work on getting more buyers and figure out where they.
Do you know how to find buyers?
I have some old buyers I need to get back in touch with, to be honest. But
Come on, you need to go to freelisting.com. All right. Yeah. There's a very simple way to find buyers, man. You cold call the cash sales. If you don't want to do that, you can go cold call the for rents. Stupidest, easiest way to find cash buyers.
Okay, where do you find the cash sales at?
So you can use PropStream, you can use dmzac.com, zacdata.com, you can use any. That's a paid service. That's a paid part. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to, obviously, right? That's just that's a strategy that gets all the cash sales. Number 2, cold call the for rents. Those are going to be landlord buyers. They are amazing cash buyers.
Okay. And for flippers, I guess the best way would be PropStream or something.
Yeah, PropStream would be the best one for that one.
Okay.
And cash sales, yeah.
All right. Well, I guess that's all the questions I got.
All right, man. Well, we're going to create a plan, all right? We're going to do 100. So we're going to do 50 reverse trying for dollars sticky notes that I'm going to actually have to go out there and slap them on. That's number 1. Number 2, what areas? We're going to ask the buyers for the landlords. You're going to have to cold call all the landlords. So basically all the for rents in Knoxville. Do you know the script for
that? I'm sure I can find it on free.
You need to go to freelisting.com, man.
I've bought some stuff, but I guess I've kind of jumped around.
Your language is very important, man. You said some. You got to go through it, man.
Yeah.
So let me give him a whole little breakdown for you. So you're going to watch this. This is recorded for you. So number 1, first and foremost, we are going to learn what my script is. All right. My script is very simple. You go to freelisting.com, learn it. Okay.
Are you talking about for buyers or for
buyers?
Sellers? Okay.
Buyers and sellers. You should know both of them.
Yeah.
I don't know what you've been through or not in freelisting.com. You said some, so I can assume it's nothing. But if you know more, that's great. We got to do a clean slate for you. Learn how to talk to sellers, right? MCTP, all that great stuff. Now, you're going to learn what to talk to buyers for. For rents is pretty simple. Hey, I'm actually not looking to rent out that property. I'm actually a wholesaler, seeing if you're looking to buy any more rental properties. Are you okay with wholesaling? Like the whole cash buyer section's already with the stuff in there, right? You had that conversation. Hey, Mr. Cash, what areas you're looking to buy more rentals in? Oh, this zip code, 3 2s, 2 1, blah, 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 blah. Then you might be like, oh my gosh, guess what? I have live cold calls where I cold call real life cash buyers and I actually get their buy boxes and everything in like an hour or 2, like a bunch of them. And guess what, Devon? I've wholesaled a lot virtually in Knoxville. Like I made a lot of money in Knoxville, man. Like I know what area, I know all that stuff. Like it's pretty simple, man. And I was doing it 3-4 years ago. Like I've been through it, man. And so it's definitely a little different, but like you do that, then we know the areas that want to buy. We are going to get 50 code violations, for example, slap sticky notes on those. And in between those properties, we're going to find other ugly houses, put it on there. We're going to reverse drive for dollars, put the sticky notes, and we're going to re-cold call those lists that don't call us back. And 100 a week for a month should be 400. Consistently doing that will lead us to deals.
Okay, I thought of one more question.
You're not in LA. You're not in Miami. You're not in New York City. Like this is an easy place. Like I'm calling it easy compared to those places, but like, dude, you're in a good market, man. And I think kind of if anyone's watching kind of my little story in the beginning of this, you're not being consistent, which is not a bad problem, right? You are consistently doing it, but I don't think you're working hard. But I think you're working hard on the wrong things. You're using a push mower when you have a gas one, all right? Yeah. So I think your work, like you're spending 4 or 5 hours a week, like in the weekend, like doing it, like you're actually doing the marketing you need to do. I just think you're doing it the hard way. I think there's a lot easier ways to do it, man. Like you got a wagon, but you're just lifting the heavy stuff, man. And I think you just start switching that. You're gonna work smarter, not harder. You're a smart guy. Stop trying to beat the the bull trying to get through it. You eventually will thank me for this, and I think that's what you should start doing. Go to freewholesaling.com. It's all in there.
Okay. One more quick question.
Of course, man.
So I talked to Knox City County Building about getting probates. They do not keep them online, so I can go in person and pull them. But is that a valuable use of time to do it that way?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't want to go, waste, hours doing that and it not be, beneficial.
I would go there, see if it works or not.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And so, yeah, I mean, you reverse traffic dollars in the areas near that too. Like, I don't think it's going to hurt you.
All right. Well, I appreciate all your help.
Whenever I get the question of like, should I try this, like that thing will actually lead you to getting deals, I'm all for it, man.
All right. I didn't want to, me be able to use my time in a more efficient.
I made too much money doing probates in Knoxville for me to legitimately tell you my heart not to do it. Okay. Unfortunately, if I didn't, I would probably say no, but I've made too much money doing it. So I'm going to say yes.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, I appreciate your time and all of your insight.
All right. Love it, man. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Keep it up. Boom. Guys, that's how you do it. If you want to get rich in wholesaling real estate, do me a favor. Make sure you go to freewholesaling.com. It's my free real estate wholesaling course where you can learn from exactly A to Z how to get rich in wholesaling, actually how to start talking to sellers, do all these things. And I always say it's mind-boggling to me the amount of people that will watch my live, participate in the live streams, hear me say the words freewholesaling.com thousands of times and not go through the entire course. They'll go, I'll go through this, I'll go a little bit of that. It's like, come on. If you've ever watched a good TV show, I'll watch season 1, I'll watch season 4, and then I'll watch season 7. And then you don't understand how the finale works, right? Like, you're so confused. Like, who's this character? Like, come on. You binge watch the show. Y'all will go binge watch Breaking Bad. I love Breaking Bad, by the way. Y'all go binge watch Breaking Bad and not miss one stinking episode. There are wholesalers out here that have watched over 1,100 episodes of One Piece, never missed one episode, but they'll skip through freewholesaling.com. Ridiculous, okay? Guys, do not skip it. It's like a binge watching a series. You don't skip episodes, all right? You watch every single one. Same thing in freewholesaling.com. Here's the thing. You watch One Piece, you ain't getting rich watching One Piece. You watch all of freewholesaling.com, which is a lot shorter, by the way. You got the tools to make millions of dollars in wholesaling. Your choice. Go to freewholesaling.com. I'll see you soon.